South America, a land of giants, where mountains, rivers and forests stretch beyond imagination. Here the earth feels ancient, and every horizon promises a new mystery. It's a continent that pulses with untamed energy, where the wild spirit of nature is alive in every gust of wind and every rushing river. Most dream of Machu Picchu or the Amazon, but the true soul of this land hides in quieter places, remote villages, silent forests, and trails where few have walked. Here, nature's power is pure and humbling, reminding us of our smallness and our connection to something far greater. These moments, cold wind on your face, the scent of rain-soaked earth, a jaguar's call in the night, change you. They awaken a sense of wonder and respect for the wild. They remind us we're part of something wilder, something bigger, and that our stories are woven into the fabric of this untamed world. This is an invitation to look beyond the postcards, to seek out the hidden corners and forgotten paths. Step off the beaten path. Let curiosity be your compass and let the unknown draw you in. Find the places where you can hear your own heartbeat, where silence is filled with the music of the wild. These hidden gems are the continent's secret whispers, holding stories of ancient times and rare creatures, waiting for those who listen closely. Exploring them isn't just a holiday, it's a pilgrimage, a journey that transforms the traveler as much as the destination. It's a journey into the wild and into your own heart, where you'll discover new depths of courage and awe. You'll discover strength you never knew you had, and a sense of freedom that only wild places can offer. So, pack your courage and sense of wonder. Bring an open heart and let adventure be your guide. We're going on an adventure to places time has nearly forgotten, where the past lingers in the mist and every step is a discovery. We'll learn the language of the land and see why these places are so precious, not just for their beauty, but for the wisdom they hold. They're fragile treasures in a busy world needing guardians and champions, people willing to protect what cannot be replaced. Let's find the real South America, the one waiting just beyond the horizon. The adventure begins now. Are you ready to answer the call? Picture the Potaro River in Guyana, flowing through ancient rainforest. Its waters snake through a landscape untouched for millennia, where every bend hides secrets and stories older than memory itself. Suddenly, the world drops away. Kayatur falls, plunging 741 feet in a single thunderous leap. The sheer force of the water is breathtaking, a spectacle that dwarfs even Niagara in its raw, untamed power. It's one of the most powerful waterfalls on Earth, with more water hurtling over its edge than almost any other. The roar is so deep, you feel it in your bones. The ground trembles beneath your feet, and the air vibrates with energy. Getting here is an adventure. First a small plain, then a jungle airstrip, and finally a walk through a world that feels lost in time. Each step draws you deeper into the heart of the wild. The air is thick with the scent of wet leaves and the calls of unseen birds. Sunlight filters through the canopy, painting the forest floor in shifting patterns of gold and green. You might spot golden frogs in giant bromeliads, tiny jewels hidden among the leaves, surviving only in this unique ecosystem. Or catch a flash of blue from a morpho butterfly, its wings shimmering like living sapphires as it dances through the humid air. At the edge, mist sprays your face, no railings, just you and the abyss. The sense of freedom and danger is exhilarating. It's humbling, a force to be felt, not just seen. Here, nature's power is absolute, and you are simply a witness. Local legend says Chief Kai paddled over the falls to save his people. You can sense that spirit here, woven into the mist and the roar. Kayatur is sacred, uncrowded, and wild. It remains a place where the ancient world still breathes. Swifts dart through the curtain of water, nesting fearlessly behind the falls. Their lives are shaped by the rhythm of the cascade. The greatest wonders are often the hardest to reach, and that makes them even more precious. Here, at the edge of the world, you discover not just a waterfall, but a living legend. Deep in Brazil, far from the beaches, lies Chapada Diamantina National Park, the Diamond Highlands. Once mined for gems, its real treasures are the landscapes, ancient plateaus called tepuis, canyons, and endless waterfalls. Water has carved stone for millions of years, creating deep pools and dramatic cliffs. Hike for days and see only sky and stone. At night the stars are dazzling, untouched by city lights. Climb Pai Ignacio Peak for a breathtaking view, a living painting of greens, browns, and blues. Discover Poco Encantado, the enchanted pool, a hidden underground lake that glows electric blue when sunlight hits. The water is so clear you see ancient tree trunks 60 meters below. Chapada Diamantina is a place of variety. Swim in rock pools, rappel down waterfalls, explore caves, and walk through valleys of unique flowers. It's not for the faint of heart, but every step is worth it. This is Brazil's wild spirit, a true adventure playground shaped by nature. Colombia isn't just jungles and coffee. It's also home to the Tatacoa Desert, a tropical dry forest sculpted by wind and rain. The land is a maze of canyons and gullies, split into two worlds, Cusco, the red desert, and Los Hoyos, the gray. In Cusco, ochre earth forms sun-baked towers. In Los Hoyos, soft gray hills feel like a moonscape. Silence reigns, broken only by your footsteps and the whisper of wind. Hardy cacti and shrubs dot the landscape, proof that life endures even in harshness. At night, Tatacoa transforms. No light pollution, just a sky ablaze with stars. It's one of South America's best places for stargazing. The Milky Way stretches overhead and constellations dazzle. Lying beneath the infinite sky, you feel awe and a deep sense of peace. The Tatacoa Desert is a lesson in resilience and the beauty of the unexpected. High in Colombia's Andes, El Cocuy National Park is a world of ice and rock. Glaciers near the equator, remnants of the last ice age. The indigenous Yuwa call it the heart of the world. The journey winds through mountain villages and steep terraces. The air grows thin and cold. Strange frailejones, fuzzy alien plants dot the high-altitude plains. Hiking here is tough but rewarding. Ancient trails, turquoise glacial lakes, and the silence broken only by wind or cracking ice. The Laguna Grande de la Sierra sits beneath a wall of rock and ice, a moment of pure magic. But the glaciers are melting, shrinking each year, a stark reminder of climate change. Visiting El Cocuy is witnessing both beauty and fragility, and understanding our responsibility to protect these wild places. In northeast Argentina, the Ibera wetlands sprawl, a watery maze teeming with life. It's not about mountains or waterfalls, but about wildlife. Capybaras splash, caimans sun, and 1,000 birds fill the air with sound. Glide silently by boat. Animals are unafraid, and you get close. Families of capybaras, marsh deer, giant otters, and ever-watchful caimans. Bird life is staggering. Jabiru storks, kingfishers, and flocks of southern screamers. The air is alive with movement and color. A paradise for wildlife lovers. Ibera is also a story of hope, once degraded, now rewilded. Conservationists have reintroduced giant anteaters, pampas deer, and even jaguars. Visiting supports one of the world's most ambitious conservation projects. Ibera shows we can restore what we've lost and that nature's symphony can play again. In northwest Argentina, the Quebrada de Humahuaca Valley is a masterpiece of color. The mountains are striped red, green, purple, yellow, and orange, minerals painted by time. The Hill of Seven Colors in Purmamarca glows in the morning light, but the real wonder is the Serrania de Hornocal, with at least 14 hues. This valley is both a geological marvel and a cultural treasure. People have lived here for over 10,000 years. It was once an Inca trade route. Today, villages brim with music, food, and crafts, all rooted in a deep connection to Pachamama, Mother Earth. The landscape is powerful and timeless. The air is dry, the sun strong. Hike side canyons, discover ancient ruins, or simply sit and absorb the beauty. The Quebrada de Humahuaca is a journey into the soul of the Andes. We've journeyed to wild places, Cayetur Falls, the Enchanted Pool, Tatacoa's stars, El Cocuy's glaciers, Ibera's wildlife, Humahuaca's painted mountains. These are sanctuaries, the last strongholds of the wild. To visit is a privilege, not a right, and with it comes responsibility. In the wild you are a guest, leave no trace. Take only pictures, leave only footprints, respect wildlife, keep your distance, let them be wild. Support local communities, buy crafts, eat local, hire guides. These places are special because they're pure and quiet, but also fragile. A single careless act can cause lasting harm. We must be conscious explorers, traveling with purpose, not just to see, but to protect. Our promise, to be champions for the wild, to speak for places with no voice, to fight for their survival. The health of these remote ecosystems is tied to our own. Travel with respect and carry the spirit of the wild home with you. The world is full of wonder, waiting for you to discover it. Every sunrise brings a new opportunity to step beyond the familiar and into the extraordinary. South America's hidden gems call to the adventurer in you, inviting you to explore places few have ever seen and to experience nature in its purest form. Don't wait for someday, start planning now. Every journey begins with a single step, and your story is waiting to be written. Find the place that speaks to your soul, the roar of a waterfall echoing through the forest, the silence of a desert stretching endlessly before you, the colors of a mountain painted by nature's own hand. This journey is about more than a passport stamp. It's about discovery, courage, and awe. It's about finding yourself in the wild and letting the wild find its way into your heart. The wild will test you, but it will also make you strong. Every challenge faced is a lesson learned, every obstacle a story to tell. You'll return changed with stories and gratitude for our beautiful world. The memories you make will last a lifetime, shaping who you become. The adventure doesn't end when you come home. Share your stories, inspire others, and become an advocate for the places you love. Join a community of explorers who love and respect the wild and who work together to protect it for future generations. Let's build a movement for exploration and conservation, uniting our passion to make a difference. Follow our journey, subscribe for more stories and inspiration, and become part of something bigger than yourself. Together, we can protect these hidden gems and inspire a new generation of adventurers to cherish and defend the wild. The world needs more people alive with the spirit of the wild. Your adventure awaits. Answer the call and never stop exploring, because the journey is just beginning.